Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Jen, the Caffeinated Crafter, and today is Saturday, December the 31st, 2022. I don't know what Flosstubers is, but this is, it's a week late. My apologies. I've been getting so much crap from people because I was supposed to post this last weekend and I didn't. But this is going to be my 2022 end of year WIP parade. Woo! Yes! It's going to be in 2 parts because this is going to be extremely long. It's going to be extremely long. So I'm going to stop this around the 2-hour mark, post it, and then do the second part. I'm going to see if I can get this like in 2 parts. So 2.5 hours, something like that. Because I know this is going to be extremely long because I've already tried filming this a couple times. When I had my kids and it was over 2 hours every time I had to stop because they kept interrupting me. And I was only like maybe halfway through, if that. So I learned I cannot film when my kids are here. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, I would like to welcome you. This is a channel where I talk about my cross stitch. I do lots and lots of projects. Lots. And if you are returning to my channel, I would like to welcome you back. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing and commenting and all that fun stuff. I've become friends with a lot of you over the past year or so, and I'm just really thankful that you guys are all in my life and that you like what I have to show you. I think it's pretty neat that all of you people want to see all the things that I do. So yeah, this is my end of year WIP parade. I don't have these in any particular order. This couch is covered in WIPs. I started the year with about 40 projects. I currently have 140 WIPs. 140 WIPs. That is a lot. I know that is a lot. I said at the end of September that 60 something was a lot. I think when I had that, no, it was less than 60. I started 30. I don't know. Anyway, I started 100 projects this year. That's a lot. Anyway, so, but I'm not going to do no new starts next year. I can't do that. The thought of not starting anything at all makes my eyes twitch. I don't want to stick forks in them. I already have a start planned for January, but I'm not going to be starting things the way that I did before, like where I would just start. I'm not doing that. I will say that. I'm not going to do that. I want to show you my planned start for January. I'm just waiting on the fabric. I know I said before that fancy ladies aren't really my bag. I don't really like stitching them, but I did buy Mirabilia. This is Nightingale. This is my first fancy lady. I bought her because I am a nurse, and this is inspired by Florence Nightingale, who was the first nurse. I went ahead and got the bead pack to go with it. I'm waiting on my fabric to arrive. I'm not doing it on this puke green fabric. It looks like a toddler shat or a baby shat all over it. I'm going to do it on Dusk by Picture This Plus and a 28 count. I'll do it over 2. And I need the Karen Water Lilies and the 2 Chronics that it calls for. But other than that, I have all the DMC. So I just need the fabric and I can get started on this. So when I get the fabric, I will start this in January. I had 2 finishes this year. One of them is a FFO. It was turned into a project bag. I don't know where it's at. It's in this pile somewhere. So I'll show it to you when I get to it. But the other finish that I had is from Hands On Design. It's called Lick the Bowl. And it was part of a 3-part series, but I only got this one because it reminds me of my kids. We like to bake. It says, life is short, lick the bowl. And I did this on a 28 count white even weave over 2 over 2. Really, it's more of, I'm the one who bakes, and I bake brownies for them. And they just come by and they want to lick the bowl and the beaters. And if I'm in a good mood and they've been behaving, I turn the mixer off before I stick the beaters in their face. Otherwise, I leave it on. Let just kidding. I don't do that. So anyway, that was finish number 1. Finish number 2 is in here somewhere in a bag, as a bag. So I need to go ahead and get started because this is going to be extremely long. What I'm going to do is, are you ready for this WIP parade? Are you ready for it? I'm ready for it. I've been ready. I know some of you have been ready because I think Marion, maybe Naomi, quite a few people actually have been like, where's your WIP parade? Alara, where's your WIP parade? I'm waiting for a WIP parade. I was like, I'm going to film it on Saturday. God, calm down. So anywho, I'm going to do like kind of half and half. And so, because it's going to be extremely long, to be honest, I'm going to do half of it, start uploading the video, take a bathroom break, and then do the other half. Because I don't know if I can hold my bladder that long. So anywho, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the WIPs. And you ready for the ultimate fake plans? We're going to do ultimate fake plans and the ultimate WIP parade because I'm going to give you a goal that I want to reach by the end of next year for every one of these things. Am I going to reach it? No. We already know the answer to that. But I'm going to give you a goal for every single one of these. And then I'm going to have to go back and watch it so I can write the goals down because I'm just kind of going to do it on the fly. All right. But we'll see how many of these goals I can reach by the end of the year. I'm just picking off the top of the pile. We'll see how many of these goals I can reach by the end of the year. And hey, what the hell? If I can reach all the goals, all right, I'm going to say it now. If I can reach every single goal that I set for all of these, I will do 365 new starts in the year 2024. Yeah, so if I hit goals on all 140 projects, I will do 365 new starts in 2024. I'm not going to hit all those goals. That's why I'm saying that. But man, that'd be funny if I did. All right, so this first piece I'm going to show you is a dimensions kit. This is Holiday Village. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And I'm just doing this on the kit fabric, whatever it came in. And I think if it's something like this where I don't have, I'm going to just do a standard stitch count. If it's something like this where I don't have, it's not on Pattern Keeper, it's not like sectioned off or anything. This is where I'm at with it so far. So I started in the middle. Ooh, stuff's already fallen. I started in the middle, worked my way over here and got this all done. I'm going to focus up here. So I'm going to focus up in the sky and trees over here, but I'm going to do 1,000 stitches on this one. So that'll be that. Okay. And I need my tablet. Come on. I've got 2 projects in this bag. The first one I'm going to show you is Lighthouse Merriment from Charting Creations. Artwork is by Nikki Bohm. Come on, there we go. This is, I was trying to pull up the cover of it. This is 425 by 352, and this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is where I'm at so far. So I have done 900 stitches out of 149,600. I am at 0.6% complete. I would like to get this to, I think I want to just get this to, let's just get this to 1.5%. How about that? We'll get this to 1.5%. I was trying to math in my head how much a percent of that was, and that was too much work. We'll just say 1.5%. So another percent on top of what I've done already. The other one in this bag, oh, which was, by the way, made by my mother, Central Perk fabric. I love all my bags made by my mommy. The next one I'm going to show you is Apple Pie Harvest. This is by Charting Creations. Artwork is by Janet Kruskamp. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I love this piece because it looks like it's a grandma's house. It's very homey and comforting. You know what I mean? Got the apple pie there. I forgot to look and see. It's about the same size as Lighthouse Merriment because this is 169,100 stitches. I have done, this is where I'm at so far, and I have done a total of 6,146 stitches for a total of 3.63%. But I think what I'd like to do is come in and finish the first page. Page 1 ends right about here. So I want to finish page 1. Yeah, I want to finish page 1. So there's that. And then maybe what I'll do, I've got some focus pieces for next year, but maybe what I'll do is for the other pieces, like to figure out what I'm going to do, maybe I'll do a wheel spin or something. This next piece I'm going to show you is called A Wonderful Time of the Year, designed by Ursula Michael. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I'm actually using this in a challenge in January. I'm doing this on 28 count white opalescent even weave 2/2. This is where I'm at so far, and I was working in my Q-snap and I didn't want to move it. That's why, so what I didn't want to count over to the E, right? Is that what, yeah, I didn't want to count over to the E because I hate counting on an even weave when I'm doing over 2. So what I did was I came over here and I just brought that over and started on the T. But what I'd like to do is finish the phrase time of the year. That's my goal for this. Finish the phrase time of the year because I still have the word year to go as well. Yeah, so time of the year is what I'm going to finish. Okay, so there's that. Because the, I think it only calls for like 200 stitches for the challenge I'm using it for, so yeah, I'll just do time of the year and then we'll move on from that. The next piece I'm going to show you is a kit that I got off of Etsy. This is a reindeer, a Christmas reindeer. It's, I think it's from some Russian designer. I never really quite caught the name. I tried using my translator thing to translate this. It doesn't really give me any information. So I'm going to call it Christmas reindeer. And I'm doing this using everything from the kit. I love the floss that they are using. It's some kind of blend, like silky cotton blend, because it's very, very soft and easy to use, and I like it a lot. But this is where I'm at on that. And when I pull this out again, I would like to get, I don't know how many stitches I've done on it. I have it, I think, somewhere in one of my albums on Facebook in one of my groups, but I don't remember. So I'll have to, if I have it, I'll write it down. But my goal for this will be another 1,000 stitches on it. And I'll probably concentrate on this antler going up. This is a, I didn't want to waste the thread because I don't know how to get more. But, so I didn't want to waste the thread, so I have it hanging so I know where I'm at. But I'll focus on the antler up there. But yeah, this thread in here is like really soft. I like it a lot. All right. Oh, this next piece is going to be one of my focus pieces for next year. And this is California Dreaming by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Jeff Haney. This is a regular size max color. It is 700 by 501. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. I love this scene. I hate the palm trees. I despise palm trees, but I love the scene. It's just very, very neat. I like it. So my end goal for the year is, I think it's a challenge in like extreme cross stitching or maybe full coverage fanatics, one of those two, to get a project to 25%. This is currently sitting at 10.72%. So my goal is to get this to 25%. So in Semi-Sane Stitchers, they have a year-long challenge where you set stitching goals, as many goals as you want, but you set stitching goals. And so I divided this 25% up among all 12 months next year. So 3 months I got to get 1.5% done, and then the rest of it will be 1% done. But yeah, my end goal for this is to get this to 25%. This is a total stitch count of 350,700, and I have done 37,589 so far. So I have 15% I have to get done next year. This next one, oh, Jen, I will message you on Instagram with my colors because my paper is over there. This next one here is from 2x2 Stitch Art, and I'll put the colors in the description box down below. This is sampler, I don't know, it popped up as sampler 124. It's from 2x2 Stitch Art. I'm not doing it black. I am doing this with a color combo that I came up with some assistance from a few of my Facebook friends. And this is what it looks like so far. I have done 2,800 stitches out of 39,038. I am at 7.17% complete. Now, what I did was the boxes I've done in $37.99. I know that much. And I'm doing this on an 18 count white opalescent Aida. But what I did was I put it on Pattern Keeper, and then I put the diagonal lines. It's in the settings. You can put diagonal lines on Pattern Keeper. So I did bottom left to top right. And then I picked 3 colors. I think the pink is 3806. I think the purple might be 3835, and the blue is 3750, I think. I have to double check. I have it written down, but it's in a pile over there. So I'll put that in the description box, and Jen, I'll message you on Instagram. But what I did was diagonal number 1, I did 2 strands of pink, and I'm doing this full cross. Diagonal number 2, I did 1 strand of pink and 1 strand of purple. Diagonal number 3, I did 2 strands of purple. Diagonal number 4, I did 1 strand of purple and 1 strand of blue. Diagonal number 5, 2 strands of blue. Diagonal number 6, 1 strand of blue and 1 strand of pink. Diagonal number 7, 2 strands of pink. And then I'm just going to repeat that over and over and over throughout the entire pattern. So it gives it like this little variegated look going on here. And when you have the diagonals marked in Pattern Keeper, you will be able to tell, like when I go to this block right here, like if I skip down and I do this block right here, because of the diagonals, I'll see where my stopping point for the pink is, because it'll be pink from doing this right here. It'll be pink, and I'll know where my stopping point is for the pink because of the diagonal lines going through Pattern Keeper. So anyway, I am at 7.17%. I would like to get this to, let's say, hold on. 7.17%. Let's put this one at, let's just put this one at 10%. If I go over, it's okay, but we'll say 10% on this one. Okay, next up. Sorry for the zipper, I forgot, I already opened these. This next one is a dimensions kit. This is called Walking to Town. That's what it's gonna look like when it's done. And I'm just doing this on the kit fabric. This is where I'm at so far. And I think what I'd like to do with this is we'll just go ahead and say another 1,000 stitches on it. Yeah, 1,000 stitches on that. What I'll do though is I'll work in this thread. I was parking before parking was a thing because I haven't worked on this since like 2000. But anyway, I'll work this park thread in and finish that, and then I'll come back over here and I will focus my 1,000 stitch goal over here in the house, like back stitching what I can here and filling this in. That will be my goal. Do you guys think I'll be able to get all these goals done? It's 140 WIPs. 140 goals. And a few of these have some pretty heavy goals. So anyway, the next thing I'm going to show you is Mini Sunset Lighthouse from Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Dominic Davison. That's what it should look like when it's done, but I don't think it's going to because it's a mini. So it's 325 by 232. I'm doing this on a 14 count ivory Aida because that's what I had and I wanted to start the pattern. And let me see where I'm at. This is where I'm at so far. And I am at, I have done 8,662 stitches out of 75,400. I'm at 11.49%. I can't see. And I would like to get this to 15%. Yeah, 15%. So I went on a bit of a start frenzy this month again. I did new start November, right? Where I started a shit ton of projects. So it was all new starts in November, no WIPs. And then December I was excited because I was gonna start a bunch, or I was gonna work on a bunch of WIPs, right? Then I started thinking about the fact that I was gonna limit my starts for 2024, 3. I'm already skipping ahead. And I panicked, and I started a shit ton of projects. So, yeah. I'll be glad to get back to my WIPs. Okay, this next one is Artist Kitchen from Heaven and Earth Designs. This is regular size, max color. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. I feel like it's completely off of what I'm saying. I'm gonna say Jacek Jurka. That is not how you say it. I don't know how to say it. But I really like this piece. It looks so cool. I saw someone stitching this on Facebook and they had a lot more done. And so but it looked really nice. I'm doing this 2/1 on 20 count Aida. This is where I'm at with it, but it's not a total accurate thing because, so this says I'm at 0.47%. I gotta pull all this out right here and this right here because I started this way too high. This should have been down here. So I gotta pull that out, and it's a lot of colors. It's not something that I can just like kind of fudge. It's like 3 different colors in there. So I gotta frog all that. And then I think I'm just gonna get this to 1%. It's a total of 182,696 stitches. This says I have 853 done, and I got to frog out a few hundred of them. So I'm just going to do 1% on this one. So there's that. Okay. This next one was one of my panic starts in December. This is Snowy Delight from Pain Free Crafts. Artwork is by Kaplan Dorr, and it is somewhere. Hang on. This is one of her new releases, and that's what it's going to look like when it's done. I have a pretty pitiful start on it. I've only done like a few hundred stitches just to make it like count as an actual WIP. And yeah, I've done 300 stitches. You can barely see it because it's such light stitching. It looks like, probably looks like crap right now to you. But it's 150,360 total stitches. I'm 0.2% done. And I want to get this one up to, let's get a page done. Page 1 finished. How about that? We'll do page 1. Yeah. Okay. There's that. Okay. My next one is Halloween Letters from Primrose Cottage Stitches. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I am doing mine on a 16 count Dirty Ada. I have a little boo-boo, but I think I can fix it. I misstitched the H right here. I put extra. It's not, the H isn't quite right, so I'm going to try to see if I can fix it before I have to pull that C out. I stopped when I realized my mistake. I was like, I didn't want to pull it out, but I didn't want to end the thread. I didn't want to keep going, so I stopped. I'm going to see if I can fix it by covering. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to put white over this one stitch right here because the C and the H are supposed to be that close together, but there's supposed to be a white stitch between them, and if I keep going with the C, that's not how it's going to be. So I'm going to grab some white thread, see if I can cover up that black stitch with the white, and if I can, we'll see how that goes. If I can, my goal for this, I'll keep going, and my goal for this is going to be, my goal for this will be to complete, which is, because I have the cauldron done. We'll say Witch's Brew and this line here, Eeks and Shrieks. Those two lines there. And I have some glow-in-the-dark thread that I think I might do the ghosts in. I think that would be nifty. Yeah. All right. This next one is from Stitch Rovia. This is called Single Step, and it says a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And I am doing this on a, is this a 18? I think it's an 18 count white opalescent Ada. This is where I'm at with it so far. And when I come back to it, I'm going to do the green line there and there where the begins is. There's green lines that run over the top and the bottom. And then I'd like to get this part here, the ship going in the water. I want to get that with the clouds. I want to get that done. That will be my goal. Yeah. What I'm hoping is I can, as I work through this stuff, I can get to a good point with them and get even more finishes in 2024, unless I have to start 365 new projects. Oh, that's funny. I can't believe I said that. Okay, this next thing I'm going to show you is a the Disney Dreams collection, the Thomas Kincaid stuff. This is Beauty and the Beast, Falling in Love. I also have the Little Mermaid, but I have not started that one yet. So this is where I'm at so far. And I will do 1,000 stitches on this one as well, but my focus is going to be up here in the sky and this little, the little flying vehicle that's up here. So I'll concentrate more. What I'll probably do is work on this little vehicle right here, a little contraption that her dad made. I'll work on this, and then whatever stitches are left over, I will put in the sky surrounding it. How about that? Yeah. Okay. This next one is Dimensions Gold Collection Kit. This is in her garden. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I feel like I've seen someone stitch this. Maybe not. I think I'm thinking of Alara's one that's a little similar to this, but it's not the same thing. She finished hers earlier this year. Anyway, this looks right. I think this is how it goes. I will do 1,000 stitches on this one, and I'm going to try to concentrate so I can figure out which way is up next time without spinning it in circles. So maybe what I'll do is, let me look at this real quick. Oh yeah, okay, that was right, because that's where the flowers go. Okay. So I think what I'll probably do is maybe kind of extend this shawl, extend that shawl out, but I'll do 1,000 stitches on it before I put it away. So there's that. Okay. I have a couple projects in here. This first one is Gingerbread Gnome. This is no longer available. The person who did this closed her shop down on Etsy, and which is a shame because she had some really cute gnome patterns. But this is where I'm at. But that's okay, because you know why? Gnomes are everywhere. They're all over the place. Yes, these are cute, but you know what? I'm moving on. I can get gnome patterns elsewhere. But this is where I'm at so far. And I think what I'll do is, will I do 1,000 on this one? I think what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to get the little, I'm going to get the little gingerbread man done. However many that is, I'm going to get the gingerbread man done. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll concentrate on. And then the other one is Autumn Gnomes by Maya Stitch. This is still available. And I started in the middle. Oh, that fabric, by the way, sorry, backing up. This is a 16 maybe, count fiddler's cloth. Ada. So it's kind of got like that tree trunk look to it, sort of, whatever, wood grain, I don't know. But anyway, it's a nice fabric to stitch on. I like it. And that is what Autumn Gnomes is on as well. It's on the exact same fabric. This is where I'm at with it. I would like to get, I'll do 1,000 stitches on this one too, but I'm going to concentrate more on, well, no, I'm gonna stay in the middle gnome right here. That's where I started. So I'll stay in this middle gnome and I'll just put in 1,000 stitches on it. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. This next piece is from Heaven and Earth Designs. This is Cosmic Bowling by Amy Stewart. I gotta find it. I really like this piece. My nephew has bowling birthday parties, and this is what it looks like when we go to this bowling alley. That's what it looks like. But you got pizza and beer down over here. That's my kind of party right there. And the multicolored lights and the disco ball, and just it looks like a really fun time. So I really enjoyed this. I was very happy to get it. But I have a very small start. I'm at 200 stitches, all in yellow because I used it for a challenge. 200 stitches out of 401,250. I'm at 0.05%. Let's just get this to 0.5%. Yeah? 0.5%. I think with everything I have going on, 0.5% on this one. So 0.5%. Okay, this next one is another full coverage. This is another, that was one of my panic December starts. This is another panic December start, and now it's caught on the bag. There we go. This is Wanderlust Camping from Pain Free Crafts. This is a retired pattern, so it's no longer available. The artwork is by Lars Stewart. I am trying to find it on Pattern Keeper so I can show you what it's going to look like. Here we go. This is 497 by 327. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I started in the top left-hand corner, which of course, what is that? Boring Gray Mountain. Yay! This is where I'm at so far. I have done 500 stitches out of 162,519. Hang on, I'm trying to lock my screen here so it stops flipping around on me. I'm at 0.31%, and I would like to get this to 1%. No, should I do a whole page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like the bottom of the page. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I don't want to do a whole page. We'll just get this to 1%. I've got too many things going on, and that's not far enough in for me to do an entire page. All right. 1% for that. Alrighty. This next one is from a fellow floss tuber, Stitchman Darcy. He has an Etsy shop. I will link his channel and his shop down below in case you don't know who he is. But this is called I Love You to Death. This was one of the first patterns that he put out. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is 255 by 155. I have no idea what type of fabric I'm stitching this on. I couldn't tell you. I just know that it's 2/2. This is where I'm at with it so far. I have done, why did I do such an odd number? 628 stitches out of 9,401. I am 6.68% done. Let's go ahead and get this to 30%. We'll say 30% for this one. Do you, do you like all the fake plans that I'm doing here? This is like the ultimate fake plan list. All right. This next one is the Dimensions Gold Collection Magnificent Wizard. I bought this when I was in my early 20s when I was dating this dude named Paul who was really into like wizards and dragons and American Indians and wolves. You'll notice that my older kits kind of reflect both him and me. We were together for a bit. He was the one that I like moved out of my parents' house with and everything. So, but I didn't finish none of these patterns and we ain't together no more. So that shows you where that went. But anyway, this is where I'm at with it. He thought the cross stitching was really cool. So every time he saw something that was like along the lines of what he liked, he'd, oh, get that, get that. Oh, get that, get that. Little did he know my reputation for not finishing anything. So that's where I'm at with this so far. And that's the wizard's hand right here. That's the dragon paw right there. I'm going to do 1,000 stitches on this one. And I will concentrate on getting the dragon done. So I'll come over here and work my way up the dragon neck. Up this way. I'll do 1,000 stitches going up the dragon neck. Okay. This next one is a little kit that I started, I think, in November. This is Merry Christmas by Artiste. That's what it'll look like when it's done. This is where I'm at right now. And there's actually some stitching done on this C, but it's hard to tell, like inside the brown border. It's hard to tell though because it's white and really, really light blue. So it's hard to see. But what I'd like to do is the cross stitching for this H is done. I want to back stitch this H and then finish everything on the C right here. So it'll be so back stitch this H, finish this C. So you got, I mean, there's a lot of stitching that still has to be done to finish those two letters. So yeah, that'll be my goal for this piece. This next one is Springtime Splendor from Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Randall Spangler. This is a regular size max color. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I hit view mockup instead of PDF. I was going to look at the size. It's like 700 something stitches long, 300 something stitches wide. I am at, so I started stitching this very strange because of, I wasn't going to have much of a border going up and down, and I was worried about starting in the wrong spot. I'm doing this on 25 count, easy count Lugana 2/110. Now, present me would have told past me, hey, numbskull, just count down where you think you should start. Just count the boxes down and make sure you got enough space, right? Then you can just start in the corner like you normally do with these full coverages. No, past me said, let me do it like further past me and start in the middle. So I started in the middle. I have a couple park threads here that I got to work in. And then I started working my way over, and I decided to get a little bit of cross country going on here, over here, and get that chunk of sky done, right? And then I decided, well, let me just go ahead and count over and go to the edge of the pattern. And I have all these park threads over here. But look how good that's coming in though, right there. Isn't that nice? So nice. I like it. So I have done 10,259 stitches. Let me do this so you don't have to look at my face looking down. Can you see? Okay. 10,259 stitches out of 340,805. I am at 3.01%. Let's get this to 4%. 4% for this one. So one more percent. Okay. This next one is from the Cross Stitch Studio. This is Trucks and Goldens. And artwork is by Greg Giordano. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. A couple of my friends, Carrie and Iwana, have actually stitched this, and it turns out exactly like that's what it's going to look like when it's done. So I'm excited about this one. But I mean, it's Cross Stitch Studio. I mean, they put out some really good patterns. I mean, Betsy and her husband Mark are very talented. This is where I'm at with it so far. I have done 537 stitches out of 30,625. Now, if I didn't have 140 WIPs, I could get this done this year very easily. 30,000 stitches is not a whole lot. I'm at 1.75%. I would like to get this to 10%. Yeah. Let's get this to 10%. I think that's like 3,000. So that's still going to be a lot, but that's okay. All right, this next one here, I actually have in Pattern Keeper. I don't have the back stitching on here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I don't have the back stitching on here, but I do have a mock-up of it. This is Grinch Gnome and Company by Maya Stitch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to link the websites or the Etsy shops down below. I'm not doing each individual one. That's going to be too much. But I will link the Etsy shops and the websites down below. Okay. I started in the middle with the middle gnome. That's where I'm at so far. So without the back stitching, I am at 9.14%. I've done 500 stitches out of 5,472. I think I would like to, you know what? I think what I'll do is I will, I'm going to finish the cross stitching of this gnome. That's my year-end goal, is to finish the cross stitching on this gnome, which I know does not sound like a whole lot, but when you put it in perspective what all I'm doing, I think that that's a good goal to have. All right, this next one here is from the Cross Stitch Studio again. This is Mr. Cardinal. This was one of my December starts, I believe. I gotta find it. Here we go. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Sorry. Artwork is by Dempsey Essick. That's what it's gonna look like when it's like, God, look at that cardinal. Oh, it's so pretty. And I wasn't talking to you. Someone posted a finish when I posted my start on this. Someone posted a finish on as a comment. They posted their finish, and oh my God, it turned out so good. So I'm excited. But this is where I'm at so far, and I have done 200 stitches out of 60,230. I'm at 0.33%. And I would like to get this to 2%. 2% for that. All right. 50 minutes. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is from Shannon Christine Designs. And this is Cup of Cheer. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I'm doing this on a, is this a 14 count? Looks like a 14 count. I don't know what color this is. I was going for like a gray, which is what I got, but I don't remember the color. But this is where I'm at with it. And I think with the next time my year-end goal for this is going to be to finish this cup. I got some white in there I need to get done, a few more stripes, and get the gingerbread man, the gingerbread cookie. So finish this cup and get this little cookie done. That's gonna be my goal for that one. Ultimate fake plans. With a crazy ass goal at the end. All right. I'm gonna die if I actually get all these goals done. Then I'll have to do 365 starts in 2024. That'd be nuts. Okay, this next one is from Design Works. This is Baby ABC. That's what it's gonna look like when it's done. And this is one of my November starts. I don't have anybody in mind that I'm making this for. I just like these pieces. This is where I'm at so far. Now, normally with these, I would have a goal of finishing a block or something, right? But this is so big that I think I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna do 1,000 stitches on it with, and I think I'm done with that blanket. I just need to backstitch it. But I think what I'm gonna do is when I come back to work on this some more, my 1,000 stitches is gonna be concentrated up here to be the carriage handle. So I'll come up here, get the carriage handle, and start getting this backstitched in. If I have anything left over, I'll probably come down, I'll probably start backstitching in the part of the blanket that I can do. I don't like backstitching when there's stitches surrounding it that need to be done because it's gonna mess up the backstitching. But yeah, I probably won't get the handle done with that 1,000 stitch goal, but I'm gonna do 1,000 stitches on that, concentrating on the carriage handle. All right, what's in here? What's this? What's this? What's this? This is Compass by Maya Stitch. Isn't that nice? The phrase on there says, I will be the ocean and you will be the sea. Stars. You will be the stars. I'm doing this on one of those rolls of DMC Charles Craft Ada that you can pick up at Joann's or Michael's. It's like a printed one. I really like this one for this pattern, but this is where I am at with that right there. And I will do 1,000 stitches on this one, concentrating on the page that I was working on, which is, that's why it's got that sharp line right there, that corner, because this was a page. So I will, I'll do 1,000 stitches on it, concentrating on that page up there. Okay. This next one is from Glendon Place. Trying to get I'm gonna leave the pattern in here. I'm just gonna pull out the fabric. This is Poltergeist Pirates. That's what it's gonna look like when it's done. I'm using the called for fabric. This is a 28 count bang casual linen by Craftswing Collection. They dyed it specifically for this pattern. So this is where I'm at so far. I am going to, yeah, that's where I'm at so far. When I pull this back out, I think I will do 1,500 stitches on this one. We'll do 1,500 because this piece is so big and I really, really like it. My son fell in love with it and already claimed it, but I'm gonna do 1,500 on this one when I pull this out again. All right, this is one of my focus pieces for next year. So I have 6 total really that I'm going to be working on all throughout the year. This is one of them. The California Dreaming is another one. There's 3 pieces. This is Whole Lotta Latte from Dimensions. There's 3 pieces that one of them I'm going to do 1,000 stitches a month. One of them I'm going to do 2,000 even months, 1,000 odd months, and the other one I'm going to do 1,000 even months, 2,000 odd months. Wait. 2,000 odd months, 1,000 even months, and then 1,000 odd months, 2,000 even months. Anyway, so I don't remember which one this is for though, but I just know it's one of those 3. So this will get either, for the year, this will either get 12,000 stitches or it will get 18,000 stitches, depending on which one of those 3 it is. I don't know which one. That's my starting point for the year. So this will either be 12,000 or 18,000 stitches for the year. I will be glad to get this thing done. I have no idea how many stitches it is total. I mean, I could get the 12,000 done and barely put a dent in this thing for all I know. I'm gonna put that in a different pile because that's one of my focus pieces. All right, this next one is, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the Q-snap. This next one was one I was supposed to work on in December, but I got too wrapped up in doing new starts. This is Day to Night North America from Pain Free Crafts, artwork by Lars Stewart. This is a retired chart, so you can no longer get it. That's what it's gonna look like when it's done. And this is 650 by 464. I'll take this off the Q-snap later because I want to get through this. That's where I'm at so far. I did work on it some, but not as much as I wanted to. It's got 301,000 stitches, 301,600 stitches. I'm at 0.23%. Somewhere I got off in my counting because I've only done 681. Should be more than that. I feel like should be a more even number. Anyway, so 0.23%. Let's go ahead and get this to 0.5%. 0.5% for that. Now, if I go over, like if I get my stitching session, if I'm doing my stitching session and I go over, that's one thing. But yeah, I want to get to that goal. All right. Put that there because I got to take that out of the Q-snap. I'm sitting on one of these and it's driving me nuts. All right. This next one is Easter Calendar from Tiny Modernist. And I am doing this on some kind of 28 count mottled purple fabric. It's really pretty, but I don't know who made it. Isn't that pretty? I am almost done with number 11. I just gotta do the beak on the bird right here, and then a couple flowers right there and there, like the petals, and I gotta do the border of that. My next goal for this, my year-end goal will be to finish number 11 and then do number 10, the bird's nest. There. So finish this one, do this one. That'll be my goal. Now, mind you, what I'm hoping is that I'll get all this, if I get these goals done, I'll reset the goals and I'll switch my focus to some of these other ones that seem like they should be getting done, but they're not, you know what I mean? All right, this next one here is Dimensions Gold Collection. This is Aurora Cabin. I've been seeing this a lot on the Facebook getting finished. And this is where I'm at with it. And I have a couple parked threads here. I'll put in 1,000 stitches on this and I'll continue working my way up in the trees right there. But I'll put in 1,000 stitches on this one. So yeah, there's that. Okay. This next one here is another retired pattern from Pain Free Crafts. This is Day to Night Tropics, artwork by Lars Stewart. And where's that? This is also 600 by 430. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I have just a very basic start on it. $300 stitches out of 258,000 even. I'm at 0.12%. I'd like to get this to 0.5% as well. 0.5%. Okay. This next one is from Cooler Design Studio. Artwork is by Sandy Orton. This is summertime, summer sampler. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I'm doing this 2/2 on a 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. That's where I'm at with it so far. I've done 2 of the seashells. So I think this one, I think I'm going to say I want to get a section done. So I think what I'm going to do is there's a 3rd seashell right there. So I want to do the 3 seashells. Y'all ever see Demolition Man? Oh, he doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. Oh, I crack myself up sometimes. Anyway, if you don't know the movie, it takes place in the future, right? Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone. And one of the things is that there's no more toilet paper. And they use 3 seashells. So Stallone, he gets cryogenically frozen. Long story, not going to get into it. He gets cryogenically frozen, comes back in the future. So he's like still in the mindset of like the 1990s, and now he's in like the year like, I don't know, 2032 or something. So it's not that far in the future for us now. But anyway, he doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells, and they're all like, they're making fun of him for it because he doesn't know how to do it. Anyway, moving on. So 3rd seashell here, fill in the, like, I guess the sand that would go right here, and then do the phrase. There's gonna be like a little bar down here that says by the sea. By the, as I guess it's, yeah. So by the sea, and then I want to get the 3 seashells, the sand here, and then the little banner down here that says by the sea. Right there, going across. That's what I want to get done. Ah. Okay. This next one is a pattern that is no longer available because the lady took her shop down. This is Bee Gnome. And I'm doing this on one of those rolls of the 14 count Charles Craft Aida. This is where I'm at with it so far. And I will put in 1,000 stitches on this one, concentrating on carrying over the brim of the hat and bringing the hat up to meet this part here. So 1,000 stitches, concentrating on that part there. Yep. Okay. This next one is a WIP that I adopted. This is from Naomi, my friend Naomi. She decided she did not like doing full coverage, and so she wasn't going to do this anymore. So I adopted it from her. This is Quick Stitch Red Panda from Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by, sorry, low battery alert. Artwork is by Meredith Dillman. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. This is not something I would normally buy for myself, but I thought it was cute. So she started this in the upper left-hand corner, and she got, she's doing this, it looks like it's 1/1 full cross on maybe a 25 or 28 count. Easy count Lugana. She is at 3.28%. I would like to bring this is 1,406 stitches out of 42,875. I would like to bring this up to 4%. So yeah. All right. Whoopsies. Next. Oh, this is my Seasons in the Village collection from Stony Creek. Spring, summer, autumn, winter, all in the village. So we'll start with winter in the village. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I don't remember who dyed the fabrics. I kind of remember the names. This is Summer Sky. I'm furthest along on this one because I started this one first, but that's where I'm at with that so far. I will do $1,000 stitches on, no. $1,000 stitches on this one, but I'm going to be concentrating on back stitching these buildings here. So not really so much like cross stitching. I'm going to be concentrating more on back stitching. So I'm going to do 1,000 stitches on this of back stitch. We'll see how that goes. Next one is Summer in the Village. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And this color is African Daisy. These are 28 count 2/2, by the way. This is where I'm at with it so far. And I think what I'd like to do for this is I would like to finish the cross stitching of this building right here. That's my goal for this one, the cross stitch of this building. Yeah, that would be my goal for that one. Then the next one is Spring in the Village. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I have the least amount of progress on this one because I had a couple flub-lubs. I got mad and I put it down. This is, the color of this one is Bone. I've only gotten that much so far. And I think for this one, my goal for this will be to do the bottom of the building. This is a 2-story building. I'm going to do the first floor. The first story. we'll finish the cross stitching on the first story. As I'm trying to give myself goals that I can actually achieve. The last one is Autumn in the Village. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. The fabric for this is chai tea, maybe? I think it's chai tea. And this is where I'm at with it so far. And my goal for this one will be to put in 1,000 stitches on it, concentrating on finishing the cross stitching of this building, and then coming over here, filling this in and working in here, but 1,000 stitches on it. Yep, that's my goal. That's what I said. Can't take it back. Well, I mean, I can take it back. I can't just not do it. But yeah, I don't really think I'm going to hit all these goals because I'm just sitting here thinking, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here. If I just did 1,000 on all of them, that's like 140,000 stitches. Yeah, I'm not going to hit all these goals, so I'm not even worried about it. Okay. This next one that I'm going to show you is Dimensions Gold Collection, Gift of the Eagle Feather. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. This one I'm going to do, that's where I'm at with it so far. This one I'm going to do 500 stitches on it. And I think what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to concentrate on, I'm going to concentrate on the background. I'm going to come over here to the edge because this is the edge of the pattern right here. I'm going to do 500 stitches and I'll probably concentrate on going down this way with the background. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. This next one here is another artiste kit. This is Welcome. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And that's where I'm at so far. So I think what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to backstitch this C, backstitch the pie, and finish the M. That's my goal for this one. So backstitch, backstitch, finish this off at the, there's a little bit more cross stitching and then some back stitching. So finish those 3 letters right there. That'll be my year-end goal. I don't have the mock-up for this. This is Stiach from 2020. This is House. I think what I'm going to have to do is, you know what? I'm going to be breaking. I'm going to save this because I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to see if I can print a screenshot of the, I'll save that. I'll save it. I'll do that in the second half. All right, this next one here is Sweet Shops by Steve Crisp. It is charted by Pain Free Crafts. This is 650 by 469. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I really, really like this. It's just so vintage. You know what I mean? This would look good sitting next to Apple Pie Harvest because they both kind of got that old-timey feel. This is 304,850 stitches. I got started on this one with a good whopping 600. I am at 0.2% complete. I think I would like to try to get this to, I want to get this to 1%. 1% for this one. Yeah, 1%. Okay. So we shall see how this goes. Okay, this next one here is a stitch along I'm doing with some of my stitchy friends. This is the Haunted Library Sal from Lola Crow Cross Stitch on Etsy. I just have the prologue sitting right here. The rest of it is sitting over in a pile. And the Sal is done. The Sal's completely done. We just got started in November though. I'm doing this on I think this is an 18 count Vintage Country Mocha. And this is where I'm at so far. I think my year-end goal for this, I was going to try to get a lot of it done, but looking at everything I have to do, I don't think that's going to happen. So my year-end goal is going to be to get the prologue done, which is the staircase. And then in 2024, maybe I can go ahead and finish the rest of it. But that's where I'm at so far. And you see this, the negative space over here? That's the boots of one of the spirits that comes in a later chapter. But yeah, my end goal is going to be to get this prologue completed. All right. Next. Okay, this next one I'm going to show you is no longer available. This is Spa Gnome. And I'm going to say, I did this, this is another one of those rolls of Ada. This is where I'm at with it so far. This is a pink and purple Ada. This is where I'm at so far with it. Cucumber eyes are a little bit creepy right now. I'm going to do, we'll just say like 500 stitches on this one. Well, no, we'll say 1,000 stitches on this one. No, 500 stitches. Jesus, I can't think straight. 500 stitches on this one, concentrating on the towel head, because that's going to be super, super boring. And if I save that for the dead last, I'm going to be really annoyed. So 500 stitches up in the towel. It's going to be like all white. Then this next one here is from Maya Stitch. This is Flower Gnome. And it's not a very big one. This is a pink opalescent Charles Craft Ada. I would like to get let's see if we can finish this one. It's not very big. Yeah, there's a lot of back stitching. I'm probably not going to meet this goal, but I want to see if I can finish this one, because I mean, it's not very big. This was 1 day of stitching. That's it. Just 1 day. Look how much I got done. So yeah, we'll see if we can get that to finish. Okay. This next one here is Day to Night. Is this Africa? Yeah. Day to Night Africa, charted by Pain Free Crafts. Artwork is by Lars Stewart. And this is, again, a retire pattern. Same size as, about the same size as the other one, 650 by 464. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I started in the upper left-hand corner, so I'm up here. And I did 600 stitches on it. That's where I'm at right now. And this is 600 stitches out of 301,600. It's currently sitting at 0.2%. Let's get this to 0.5%. Yeah, 0.5%. Okay. This next one is Ocean ABC from Design Works. Artwork is by Krista Hamrick. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I have already done A and B, anemone and butterfly. Back stitching is done. I am down here in Flip Flop, and I would like to get, Jesus, it's a piece of fuzz, and it's like gray, and it was moving, and it looked like a bug, and I'm like, oh God, gross. I don't know, bugs. So I was like, where'd that come from? Anyway, it was fuzz. I want to get Flip Flop done. Back stitching, so basically when I say done, I mean like, you see how the border is backstitched on the inside and outside, so that'll be done, and it'll all be backstitched. So I'm going to do that block right there. So I know I'm not going to get all this stuff done, but I'm excited to see how many I can get done. All right, this next one here is All Hallows Eve. This is by Erica Michaels. So this one has a big boo-boo. I don't like the way that this is put together, the booklet, because the pages aren't numbered. So if a page falls out, you don't know what's what order these pages go in. And what happened was so I'm doing this on a 32 count vintage Stormy night. And I flubbed up big time because this right here is the same in both the main pattern and the drum, right? And so, but in the main pattern, the bride and groom are cut off, like right here. So I went digging through the thing looking for the rest of it, right? And it didn't click in my head that when I found the rest of it, oh, hey, why is it cut in half on one page and not on the other? And I just kept going, but I was like, you know, whatever, no big deal. I just kept rolling with it. So this is part of the drum. And I don't really want to do the drum. I want to do the rest of the pattern. I want to do the little, this. I want this. That's why I bought it. I didn't buy it for the drum. So I think what I'll do is maybe I'll like do one of those things where I take it with me to work and I'll start picking out, I gotta pick out this stuff here, this and this. So I'll work on that, and then when I pull this back out again, I think what I'll probably do is I will work on, I'll get the word bones stitched in, and I will probably, no, I'm just gonna do the word bones right here, right there, bones. But I gotta get that stuff pulled out first. So I think I might take it to work and do that, like just to frog it. All right. This next one here is a stitch along in the Just Cross Stitch magazine from 2022 or 2020. Where's the cover? Just Cross Stitch 2020 edition. This was a year-long stitch along. It was called Butterflies and Bees Sampler. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. I am almost done with it. I'm doing this on 28 count white Monaco 2/2. That's where I'm at with it. I would like to get this done this year. I would like to have this finished by the end of the year. Yeah. So every box has a specialty stitch in it of some sort. But yeah, I would like to get this done by the end of the year. Next year, 2024. This next one is from Sugar Stitches. This is Cupid's Cafe. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. This is not a full coverage. So the solid pink, light pink in the background, that's literal background. I'm doing this on 28 count 28 count even weave, some kind of shade of pink. That's where I'm at with it so far. So the big pot in the middle, all it needs is a lid. This is all completely done. I think this might be one of the things that I said was my goal to get done by the end of next year. I guess I better get cracking on it because there's actually, doesn't look like it's a lot, but it's a lot of stitching. Although I did do this in one day. I did do that in one day, so it might not be as bad as I think it is. We'll say this is a finish next year. All right. This next one is from Stitching Jules. She has a Flosstube channel and an Etsy shop, and I will link both of those down below. This pattern is called James Dean. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I am doing this on an 18 count fabric in the color Hazelwood, I believe. I don't remember. I'm really bad about that. This is where I'm at with it so far. He looks like an alien. I have 2,592 stitches done out of 12,954. I am at 20.01%. This is one of my pieces that I said would be finished by the end of the year on my semi-sane stitching goal page. This is supposed to be a finish, which I think it can be. 2,500 stitches is 20%. So I have it divided up on my goal page where I get it to 40, 60, 80, and then I think I finish it. I think I spread it out. All right, so I should probably keep this out because this is another one of my goals that I need to work on. All right. This next one here is from, it's a Year of Gnome Stitch Along from Cross Stitch for Everyone. And I have the May Gnome started. That is the only one that I've started. That's what the May Gnome is going to look like when it's done. And I've seen these stitched up and they are super, super cute. I am currently here. It is at 48.64%. I have done 3,584 stitches out of 7,368. Let's get this thing up to, I want to finish it, but I've got so many things I'm doing right now. I'm almost at 50%. Let's get this to, let's get this to 75%. How about that? 75% for this thing is my next goal. I will be doing all of the gnomes eventually. All right. This next one here is from Puntini. This is Craft Supplies and Other Lies. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I'm doing this on a 16 count Aida in the color Dirty. And that is that's where it's at so far. This stitch is up super, super easy. I mean, I stitched this on a weeknight and I got 1,000 stitches in it on a weeknight after I worked all day. So this stitch is up super quick. So I'm gonna call this a finish by the end of next year. Because all I have a few doodads, and then I have to do the Y and Buy this month, and then this band down here. So this will be a finish next year. And it just calls for regular DMC, nothing special for thread. Okay, these patterns here. This one is a set of 3, Joy, Hope, and Love. And this is from Stitchrovia. The first one I'm going to show you is Joy. I'm doing this on a 14 count black Aida. I feel like, I don't remember if I said if I was going to finish this or not. But I'm going to say that we're going to finish this. This will be a finish next year. I think all of the patterns in this bag, I think we're going to say they're all finishes. They're all going to be finishes. This next one will be, because this is my finish goal for January. I will finish this. It's only going to take me a day, maybe a day and a half. I'm halfway done with it already. I got that much done in one stitching session. This is Love, and I'm doing this on an 18 count Aida in the color Baby Pink. Right there. And then the last one is Hope. That one there. I'm doing this on 28 count white Monaco 2/2. I think this one's going to be a little bit more difficult to call a finish, but I think it's just because when I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, holy cow. But overall, the pattern is only 77 by 77. So I think we can finish that. Like Joy is smaller, is bigger than that, and I'm saying I could finish that one. So that'll be a finish as well. And then my fourth finish out of this bag is going to be the other one from Stitchrovia, Creative Minds. It says Creative Minds are rarely tidy. And that's on the other side of this 28 count white Monaco. This is where I'm at with it so far. This will be a finish next year. So I guess I should put this in my pile over here. Okay. Oh, so this is one of my newer starts that you haven't seen yet. This is Magic Potions Cross Stitch Temperature Cell. Alara and I are both doing this, and you'll see hers when she finally posts a video. But this is from Teeny Weeny X Stitch on Etsy. That's what the cell could potentially look like. It's a temperature cell, so you know it's going to be different. But yeah, it's magic potions, potion bottles on shelves, and every shelf is a month. And there's little doodads in each one. And what's really, really neat, me and Alara were like working on the shelves, and we were like going back and forth about the stuff that we saw in them. And like the January shelf, the potion bottles have like snowflakes in them, right? And then February, March. As you go through, like whatever plants are on the shelves, they kind of go through the seasons of spring, summer, fall, and winter, because the leaves change throughout the year. And like the October shelf has like a pumpkin and a skull, you know, little things like that. I thought was really, really neat. I am doing this on a 32 count linen opalescent. It's a mystery from Be Stitch Me. And I have almost the first shelf done. I got 300 stitches in on it. So I need to finish the first shelf, but I do have enough of it that I can go ahead and get the potion bottles going once that starts. Yeah. So my temperature range I'm going to do is going to have the hottest be 100 and up, and then 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40 and below. Because I like that it lets you kind of set your temperatures, but most temperature things, they don't make sense for climates like Florida, where we only have a couple days of cold weather. Like over Christmas break, it was freezing. It was like in the 40s and 50s, which is not cold for some of you, but when you go from 80 degrees on Wednesday to 40 degrees on Saturday, like that's a huge temperature drop. So, and it was like that for 2 days, and now it's back up in the 80s again. I need to put this up here. But I like that you can set your own temperature. So I set it so that I get to use all the colors, because that's what I wanted to do. All right. This next one here is going to be another focus piece for next year. It's either 1,000 or 2,000, alternate, whatever. This is Coffee Break by Design Works. Artwork is by Krista Hamrick. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And this will either have 18,000 or 12,000 stitches on it by the end of next year. I don't know which one. I'll have to look and see. I have it on Facebook. I have it on the Facebooks. That's where I'm at so far. So I'm going to backstitch as I go. So I'm going to get the cross stitching done in that block, and then go back and do the back stitching in that block before I move on to the next one. So who knows how long, I mean, how much I'll actually get done on that. I mean, I know how many stitches, but I don't know progression wise. I don't know where it'll be. All right. This next one here is one of my older kits. This is Goodnight Bears from Designs for the Needle. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I will do, let me see, where am I at? This is where I'm at with it. I will do 500 stitches on this one, concentrating on this bear's face. If 500, if I still have leftover stitches, I will move into her little nightgown that goes this way. No, that's the other bear's. Her face is over here. If that gets done in 500 stitches, less than 500 stitches, I will work on her nightgown, which goes this way. It's pink. So 500 stitches for that one. Okay. Moving right along. Okay, this next one here is one of my December starts. This is Jukebox from Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Cyril Marchetti. And where is that? Here it is. This is 500 by 666 max color. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. It looks so freaking badass. I love it. I love it. I have done that. I've done 300 stitches out of 333,000. I'm at 0.09%. Let's go ahead and see if I can get this to 0.5%, 0.5%. Let's see if I can get it to 0.5%, 0.5%. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next, this is Peacock Gnome. No longer available. So I'm not even going to tell you who did it because it's no longer available. Peacock Gnome. On... Oh, that's a fold. Woo! The way I was looking at this, I thought there was a tear in my fabric right here. I'm like, what? No, it's the way it was folded. Okay. this is where I'm at with it so far. And I will do 500 stitches on this, but I'm going to concentrate on the peacock feathers over here. So I'll start, because this is like the edge of his hat. So I'm going to work on the peacock feathers over here. I'll get 500 stitches in on this piece with my focus on that part. Okay. Okay, this next one is Coffee Gnome, no longer available. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is where I'm at with it. This is another one of those rolls of Aida that I picked up at Joann's. That's where I'm at so far. This is the coffee in the coffee cup, and that's a braid. 500 stitches, concentrating on the coffee cup. If there's anything left, I will go into the braid and put the rest of the 500 in on that. So there's that. Then the other one I had in this bag is another no longer available. This is Hot Cocoa Gnome, right there. And doing this on another one of them rolls of Aida. This is where I'm at on that one. I did some color changes because I didn't like the orangey reds that were being used in it. So what I will do for this one is 500 stitches, but going up the 500 stitches, but going up the hat right here to try to get that done. 500 on that one. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch this and write down what these things are, because I'm like 500,000, 1%, one page, blah, blah. I don't remember. All right. This next one here is Hiding Place from Cross Stitch Studio. Artwork is by Abraham Hunter. This is 869 by 583. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I am doing this on 28 count, easy count Lugana 2/1 tent stitch. This is where I'm at so far. You can see the trees starting to come in, the trunk and the branches with the leaves. I did an upper left-hand corner start on this. I am sitting at 7,600 stitches out of 506,627. I am 1.5% complete. Yeah, 1.5% done. And I would like to get this to, let's get this to 2%. 2% done. Because I would like to have progress on almost all my stuff. I'd like to have progress on all my stuff, but I'd like to have progress on almost all my stuff next year. Okay, this next one here is a Dimensions Gold Collections kit. This is Rocky Point. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is where I'm at with it so far. I have not worked on this in quite a long time. I'm going to do 1,000 stitches on this, concentrating on the rocks and the grass here. Yeah. So there's that. Okay. The next, trying to get these out. What are these? Next ones I'm going to show you are both from Stitching Jewels. And this first one is called Gothic House. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I'm doing this on a, I think this might be like a, I don't know the count. It's Vintage Stormy Night. I feel like it's like a 20, maybe a 25 count. I'm doing 1/1 full cross. That's where I'm at with it so far. I've done 1,250 stitches out of 28,708. Whoopsies, my bad. I was looking down. I'm at 4.35%. I would like to get this to 10%. Low battery, 10%. The other one, so what I'll probably do is do a couple more, and then I'm gonna have to pause, plug my phone in, upload this video, and then do part 2. The other one is Library from Stitching Jewels, and this is what it's going to look like when it's done. I don't remember what fabric I'm doing this one on either. It's some kind of light blue. This is where I'm at with it so far. I have done a total of 1,400 stitches out of 46,005. I am at 3.04%. I just want to get this to 5%. Yeah, 5% for this one. So there's that. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and stop here because I'm worried that my phone's going to shut off on me because I got the 10% battery alert. So I'm going to stop here. I still have a lot to go. So I'm going to stop here, upload this video, bathroom break. Everyone go pee. And go ahead and get this uploaded and start up on part 2 after my phone charges for a little bit. Okay, I will be back. Take care, guys. Bye.